Every night, I have this dream.
I wake up here, same place, same game, no foreplay, same master. This guy, Simon.
Jump! Touch your nose.
Yeah.
Put a finger up your ass and do a double backflip.
I get absolutely bodied by the Cyclops. It happens every single night. I try going to a therapist, a priest, I even asked ChatGPT, but nothing fixed it. But finally, this morning I woke up and Imam told me I should just fight my demons. Right. So considering that piece of advice, I came to the logical conclusion of spending the next 3 months of my life building this giant automatic robot hand that will knock the 28 teeth clean out of my mouth if I mess up at Simon Says, so that I can win against it. Right. And for that, I'm gonna need an eye to watch me play, a brain to judge if the pose is right or wrong, and a hand for the slapping, and an ambulance. Focus! The giant hand will slap me only if it sees me fail, which means that it needs to see me fail, which means that it needs to see... obviously, dumbass. So the very first step of the build is the eyes. Yeah, but those are my only ones, so we're gonna have to use this. A camera. The eye of the clanker. Conveniently, my computer has one, right here. And what's also pretty convenient is if you add 6 letters to a computer, you get a weird letter sandwich, but you also get computer vision. Now what the fuck is computer vision? It's the CCP's favorite tool. It can process a shit ton of information from a simple, tiny little video stream. It does facial recognition, image classification, even disease diagnosis, and it can also do pose estimation. That's what we're doing! It's crazy! That's it, that's what it looks like. That's pose estimation. It's my real life skeleton in real fucking time. I'm built a bit different. But eyes up here. The skeleton that you see is actually a list of normalized 3D coordinates for every single limb in the body. But that's a bit too hard. It's like the game Twister, one limb, one color. So for the position giving birth to a beautiful baby boy, it's red, red, green, green. I can calculate the angle between every single point and know exactly which pose I'm currently making. But what you gotta understand is that instead of tracking 4 shady little points like a Twister game does, the computer vision algorithm can track up to 33, that's a gang sign, I'm in trouble. And with that many different points, I couldn't help myself. I gathered in myself a personal labeled human shapes library. Let's take a couple examples. Oh, that's a classic. 90 degrees hips, 90 degrees knees, crouching, easy. Next. It's more than 300 degrees at both the knees, fucked up lotus yoga position. Last one, 90 degrees at both the shoulders, 180 at the elbows.
Christian's wet dream.
So then I fed all the pose data into this shit little script that I wrote that detects and separates the poses into 3 distinct groups. We got arms, legs, and torso. So I can do multiple things at the same time, and we don't have to lock into a single position for the final game. It will ask the user to do a pose, and when the user fails, the idea is that the code will send a tiny little message to this other microcontroller that I programmed to trigger the slapping mechanism. Now obviously, right now, there's nothing there. And I'm not sure how to make it. Because the head needs to be big. I'm talking like this big. Because it needs to be able to knock pretty much anyone over, including renowned drag queen Dwayne Johnson, who's a big guy. Maybe not anymore, I've seen pictures. Anyways, for the head, it means that I need a very sturdy structure. And I tried a wooden system, elastic bands, domestic abuse, and they all kind of sucked. I mean, I kind of like the last one. That might be a me problem. So I came up with what I call the final solution. And that solution is metal, but that shit is scary. It's heavy, expensive, it hurts a little too much, and it doesn't even taste good. And the worst thing is that it needs to be fucking welded. Do you know how expensive wait, I have an idea. Have you thought of plastic? I'm not stupid. They did an MRI of my... Yeah, plastic is sturdy, it's cheap, and I've heard it tastes really good. Right, but you can't lay pipe without a solid base, so I cut and glued some thick, hard wood together to make a solid-ass base. Don't put it. I think you should sit on it. Took a big hole saw to draw a big hole, then took a less big hole saw to draw a less big hole. Oh, let's go. That looks so fucking good. I feel like the dimensions are pretty good. It needs to rotate. And you're like doing your shit, and then whoa, whoa. Now, obviously, I hear you asking,
Terrence, how is the release automatic? How do you reload the movement? And how do you generate enough power to blow someone's head smooth off?
I'm getting to it, dude. Chill. Right, so to have the whole thing rotate and gently decapitate the player, we need to generate a large amount of potential energy and then translate that energy into rotational motion. Now that could be a very smart arrangement of motors and gears and then power the hand through a well thought out linkage to unleash extreme energy almost instantaneously. But I blew the whole budget on the 3D scene from earlier. So we're gonna move from generating energy to actually storing energy with a spring. That baby's gonna store a bunch of elastic potential energy, and when released, it's gonna slam all my fucking teeth out, man.
So I got my big horse dick right here, and when I twist it, accumulates energy and then release. Boom. So if this ever gets out of this, it will snap backwards like a whip and potentially either break the 3D printer or my shin. I think I'd rather have it break my shit. But it's way too wobbly and there's a lot of friction. So to fix that,
we're gonna use a bearing. A big bearing. Like the ones they put in wheelchairs, which I'm gonna need after this project.
and then slide this. Oh shit. Right, maybe it needs to be bolted down or some shit. Shit. Look at that, no friction, no nothing.
To release all the energy, I thought of doing a linkage that would mechanically release the arm. Look, I even drew it. It looks really reliable. Problem is that 3D printed plastic can't handle that much weight. So instead I decided to use
Big magnet.
It's actually an electromagnet. If you give it juice, it can tear a pacemaker straight out of someone's chest. But with no electricity, it can't hold jack shit.
I got the idea of finding this metal bracket for my car. I don't think it needs it. So I take my
Big magnet.
design and print a little holder for it. And I kind of realized that centimeters and inches are different for a reason.
power off.
Jesus, the amount of strength.
Power off.
Yeah, that's fun. I couldn't help but notice there's no hand though. You know, the entire project is based around it.
Terrence, what the fuck is that? I told you to do a hand.
That is a hand.
That's not a hand.
Well, you tried to do better then. That's a good looking hand, but we still need the game. And it's currently running on my computer, and I need my computer for working and gooning. So we switch it up to Raspberry Pi, which is basically a tiny computer that can run computer vision just as good as a MacBook. And there's this tiny little camera module. I swear it's the coolest fucking thing. I swear they were here somewhere. All right. Right, code. It's gonna take what, a couple minutes, max? That's not even true, I'm lying. It took me fucking days to do that. I had to copy the entire fucking logic from the computer to the Pi, run it, it crashes, fix driver issues, rerun it, drink coffee, make it work and get excited, only to realize I couldn't see shit. Because there's no screen. Grab a screen.
What are you doing with my TV?
As well as a speaker, the screen of the blind, because that motherfucker needs to speak. Test every single pose approximately 1 billion times. Then manually adjust constraint for the 20 different poses. Turns out distances are different between people. Drink coffee, record vocal lines for every single pose. Touch your BB. Set up a reliable loop so you don't end up raising both legs at the same time. Drink coffee. Set up the web server on the microprocessor to receive the release instructions. Tweak out on fucking caffeine. And then wire a relay to the microprocessor to release the electromagnet, so I don't have to do it by hand. Release the hand.
You wanna try my shit?
No.
It's Simon Says.
Again?
You have to pretend like it hasn't been in our living room for a month.
Wow, it's so cool.
All right, stand on the cross.
Simon says, hands on your head. Simon says, hands down.
Fucking works. I'm so excited that it works.
Pose.
T-pose.
He didn't say Simon says.
Raise your left arm.
Yeah.
Simon says,
Something.
touch your pee-pee.
Is it too easy?
He's such a dick.
I
I don't have a pee.
That might be why. Okay.
Simon says, raise your right arm.
Did you have to touch your right arm to figure out which one was?
Simon says, left leg up.
You took way too long. You're like...
I had to figure out which one was the left.
When I'm back in Chicago.
Simon says, cross your arms.
Yeah, but you didn't do it fast enough, did you?
Simon says, right leg up. Simon says, hands on your head. Simon says, hands down. Stand up.
It's starting to hurt.
Simon says, stand up.
Easy.
Simon says, split your legs. Simon says, stand up. Simon says, split your legs.
It wasn't enough. He's steering. Arm the hand. Thank you.
Split your legs.
Fuck.
Touch your nose.
Two hands, two hands. You didn't know. Sorry.
Simon says, split your legs.
That's good enough.
Why is it not good?